welcome to day 15 of Vita. We are halfway through. These are celebratory hands. Today I'm going to do the What's on My Shelf tag, which I saw Sana do, and I will link her video in the description, and she talks about who actually started it. The What's on My Shelf tag is basically a tag where you get random numbers. The intent of the tag is that you ask people on Twitter or something to send you numbers, but I am deciding to add an element of math into mine, so I used a random number generator. And those numbers correspond to locations in your personal home library, and you have to talk about the book that the numbers describe. So the first random number that I generated was I generated 5 of these for the 5 books that I was going to talk about, a number 1 through 4 to describe which shelf we are talking about. Now the first time that I did this and hit generate on the random number generator, I got 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, which does fit the definition of random. But most people think of random in the way that would actually work the best for this tag, which is spread out. I wanted a little sampling from each of my shelves, so I went ahead and cheated a little and hit random generate again and got a different distribution for the bookcase number. So let's go find the books that I picked. So case 1 is my math books. Bookcase 2 is my rainbow-coated, mostly YA fiction. Case 3 is my, what do I call this bookcase? I have children's books, series, and nonfiction. Shelf 4 is my all Harry Potter shelf. Book number 1 is on case 1, shelf 2, and is book number 17. 17! The Drunkard's Walk, How Randomness Rules Our Lives by Leonard Mlodinow. I just bought this for myself one day at Barnes & Noble because I really wanted to read it. It is a book about randomness and how we don't really understand randomness, and how it affects our everyday lives, which is a lot, and it's really good. Book number 2 is on case 1, shelf 1, and is book number 10. Book 10. The second book is not really one that I'm going to recommend. It's my elementary number theory textbook by David M. Burton. I will say that I really loved this class. Pretty much only used the textbook for like the problem sets and stuff. I never really even used the sections because I just used my notes that I took in class. Number 3 is on case 4, which only has 1 shelf and is book number 8. Book 3 is our old friend Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for a more exciting book from my Harry Potter shelf. You already know that this book changed my life, and you already know what it's about. Book number 4 is on case 2, shelf 5, and is book 4. Book 4? Artemis Fowl, The Arctic Incident by Eoin Colfer, which is actually the second book in the Artemis Fowl series, which I have only read the first 3 of, and I know that there's more, but I was obsessed with these in elementary school. And the first one is the one that has the code along the bottom and you can decode it, and I decoded the whole thing. And these books are fantastic. They're about this kid genius and fantasy world, and there's pixies and fairies and stuff. And it's shiny. Book 5 is on case 3, shelf 1, and is book 27 in. 27. And the last book is a particularly interesting one. It's called More or Less a Book of Success. The subtitle is If Your Life's in God's Hands, You Are a Success, and it's by Phil A. Smouse. This was a gift from the campus minister at the Catholic Student Center at my university, with whom I worked super closely when I was the social justice peer minister at our student center for my junior year. And then I worked really closely with him on a bunch of stuff my senior year too, and he gave this to me for graduation. And as he described it, which is actually a really good description when he gave it to me, is it is basically a Christian version of Oh the Places You'll Go. It rhymes, and it has cute illustrations, and it just talks about how like you will be really successful in life. And it made me cry when he gave it to me, and so it means a lot to me. So that was kind of fun. I enjoyed doing that. I might actually do another edition of this video because 5 books was not very much, and I really liked this. I would love it if you would do this tag because I think it's really interesting just to see random books that people have on their shelves. If you're interested in a random number generator, I will leave one of those in the description. I will see you guys tomorrow. We're halfway done. So the first